And we're back once again. It's lunchtime in the room where we are at, so I apologize for the din. Can I keep going? I'm just kind of like so loud. Okay, so we're just going to keep going. It's live. This is what happens. So this is Nick. I'm here with Michal. Michal.
Yeah.
You have to say it with feeling, right? It's Michal.
With feeling. Or on Starbucks name is Michal. So
Michal is better rather than Michael. They'd probably be like, yeah, exactly. With Visit.org.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your role and what you do there.
I'm the founder and CEO of Visitorg, and we are partnering with industry distributors to help them provide travel experiences with a cause to their customers. So a lot of customers today want to know that the money that they spend during their trip actually goes to a good cause or stays in local hands. That's what we make sure that our experiences do.
And local hands, really, especially, local tour operators, making sure it's kind of more mom and pop kind of thing?
So actually what makes Visit.org unique is that all of our providers of activities are local social ventures, non-profits, cooperatives, associations, any type of incorporated organization that one has a track record of positive impact on their communities, and two, will use the revenue from the experience to invest it back in programs that benefit the local community. So for example, you can book on Visit.org an experience of a traditional cooking workshop for half a day in New York City, in Harlem, and then the $70 ticket price that you pay for it is going to go to refugee women that hosted you for the cooking workshop, but actually are going to use the proceeds to further their careers and lives in the city. So it's all about this kind of experiences. You can make your own coffee with a coffee farmer cooperative in Guatemala for a day, and again, the ticket price is going to go directly to the cooperative.
That's kind of amazing because, earlier we were talking about, obviously, tourism activities, the experience matters, and most people want to do something like they want to maybe go to the Empire State Building, but they want to do it different,
yes.
Which is kind of funny because it's like there's only so many ways you can do that.
Yes.
But going to Harlem, maybe after you do that Empire State Building.
So yeah, absolutely. So we wanted to make sure that travelers still can do whatever they like to do when they travel. So be it a resort trip or going to see the Eiffel Tower in Paris or even a business trip, whatever you like doing, you can still do that. But if you also want to add a half day that is really about a real experience with the real local community, more authentic and really more meaningful, then you add a half day Visit.org experience. And I would say that our experiences, you can categorize them into two types of experiences. One is really the one where you go a bit off the beaten path and you go to Harlem and do a workshop with refugee women. But the other one, you go to more iconic places, such as the example that you gave. So you still go and see the Eiffel Tower, but you see it through the eyes of a specific local community that lives there, that will tell their story around the Eiffel Tower.
Which is amazing,
yeah.
Right? And then that's kind of what people, I bet it's what people want, right? Your feedback is probably pretty good.
The feedback is really amazing, and we are blown away by the feedback that we've been receiving from travelers. So travelers that are going even to places like Italy, where you just go because you really want to see Italy for the first time, and all the monuments and all the big attractions. But then they come back and they tell us that the half-day tour that they took with the local non-profit that helps local businesses fight the mafia.
Oh God!
Has become
sounds
the
dangerous.
most. Yeah. But they come back and they say this is where we actually got a taste of the real Italy, and this is what we're going to take back with us as the most memorable experience of our trip.
It's like you want to see the struggles and opportunities of the local people, right?
Yes.
Kind of what they're going through.
Yeah, but it's all presented in, it's all about, these are people who want to share their own stories with visitors, so it's not about, it's really a lot about this communal feeling, a lot of positive human interaction. A lot of people come back home and tell us that they were just super inspired and they want to see how they can add to their day-to-day lives these kind of more inspirational or meaningful, just human interactions.
Yeah, well, authenticity. We use that word a lot in travel sometimes to mean stuff that's
right.
not quite so authentic,
yes.
But that is the true meaning, I think, is real.
Yeah.
It feels real.
Yes, I would say that one of the indicators that these experiences are really about this unique human interaction is that we see about 30% of our travelers, they actually stay in touch with the host organization after going back home.
30%?
Yes.
That's
so
incredible.
They want to get news. They send them email asking, what's up, what's news with you guys? Have you made any progress with this and that project? They're sending donations to them. They're coming up with, they just follow them on social media, see what they're up to, and then suggesting help and so forth. So these are the kind of real connections, human connections that are being made with this product, and we are really excited about it. Right now we offer 1,000 experiences in 75 countries around the world, and we will soon reach our next big vision milestone will be 20,000 experiences like that around the world.
So how are you vetting all this? I mean, the tours and activities, it's hard to find the right people, You have to work with host organizations, it's not just individuals. So walk me through that process.
Yeah, so we do a lot of background check online in our offices, in our back offices, and we use existing databases that we know that are highly vetted nonprofit organizations. So that's how we identify the ones that we really want to work with. But then the next step, what we do is we actually send our ambassadors to visit each one of these suppliers. So we don't work with an partner organization before we send one of our ambassadors to visit and pilot the experience. Right now we work with, we have a network of hundreds of ambassadors around the world. It's something that we started since day one of starting Visit.org 2.5 years ago, and we are really proud of the community that we've created of these ambassadors. So all of them are travelers and locals, many of them are social media influencers, all of them are passionate about travel and about travel that also contributes to the local community. So in this way we were able to leverage this passion to send them to these pilot experiences and to help these local organizations to come on board and connect to the travel industry. And really what I'm doing here today at this conference is representing all of these thousands of local organizations and our ambassadors and connecting them, finding the best way to connect them into the mainstream tourism industry.
No pressure. That's all. Just representing 1,000. It's cool. You're doing great. It's
I'm
awesome.
having fun.
Yeah, right. It should, right?
Yeah.
Marketing is really important, especially for an organization like yours, because you want to get the message of why you're doing it. You're not just selling tours, right? I mean, you have a reason and a thing that you're passionate about. You wouldn't have started if you weren't.
Yes.
So influencer marketing is one.
Right.
Let's just walk me through how you use influencers and then maybe other marketing pillars that can help anyone else out there who's marketing a product in travel.
Yeah, so influencers and using their own personal experience. After we send them on a pilot visits, they tell and share their own stories with their own followers, using a lot of visuals and videos as well. So that's one thing that we use a lot, and it's a lot about this local authentic voice that they are amplifying. Then we do work a lot with we are looking now to partner with distribution partners, so big players in the industry. All of them are here today, but we don't want to work just with anyone, and that's why I'm here having meetings, one-on-one meetings only with partners who would want to really understand the value of the experience that we offer, and then share our values and want to put it front page in front of their travelers and really push forward the idea that for any trip itinerary that you take, you can add this kind of do-good experience. So for us, that focus on not working just with any partner, but partnering with the right ones who share our values and want to put our specific activities in front of their audience, that's something that's really important. For us, it's about do good experiences. For other tour operators, it can be other type of experiences, but it's about finding the right partner. And then finally, right now we are based in New York City, and we have a lot of local organizations in New York City that we are working with and helping them build the product. So our next marketing step is going to focus a lot on the local New York City market. So we're going to do that through a lot of different channels, both B2C as well as B2B, as well as B2B2C. So
you got a lot going on. It's no small feat to make this happen, right?
We have an amazing team.
How big is the team?
About 10, 4 of them in New York, and the rest are around the world, and then our amazing community of ambassadors around the world.
So how do you engage this community of dispersed ambassadors? You know, they are influencers and they are part of the marketing strategy. How do you engage them in an ongoing basis? And what are some of the lessons you might have learned of things that didn't work so well? Like, you know, do you send them swag, or is it more, you know, here's some posts that you can do and help them with it, or do you let them do their own vibe? Just a couple things like that.
Yeah. We've learned a lot and still have a lot to learn. Yeah.
And you always should, right? That's
right. And we just appreciate them a lot, and the passion that they bring to us from the ground is really what keeps us going. So the most important thing for us is really to have them go out and experience our experiences and then give us the feedback and react all the time. One of the things that we learned was really listening to their feedback all the time and reacting and improving our product in this way. And in terms of your question, we are very much about letting them sound their own voice. So we would not go and ask them to write specific things. We really want them to write their own voice, use their own voice to write about the experiences that they take through us.
Because they probably know their audiences best.
Yes,
right? It's kind of like picking your partners, right? Like you wouldn't want them to seem inauthentic or weird if they're using someone else's messaging.
Yes, exactly.
And then when it comes to what, I guess, measuring influencer marketing, and then it seems like so hard, right? That some people talk about, you know, there's the bots, bad clicks, you know, things like that. Are you doing affiliate tracking to see kind of which ambassadors deliver, and then do you kindly ask some to maybe stop, or how does that work?
So I think a lot of this actually goes more naturally than that. Ambassadors who really are passionate about the product will push it, will add the affiliate button, and we'll make sure that they do a good job selling it. And it's not even, it's also, of course, the commission, but also a lot about this unique content that we give them access to and early access to, that they care about, and that gives them just more great things to share with their own followers. And then, so it's more organic like that. And those that are not as passionate about the product will never be able to do it artificially with them. Also, it's unlike a lot of other companies, we have the added value that what really our product is all about, helping local communities. So these ambassadors work with us not for a fee. I mean, not for, you know, we don't pay them to write. It's not about that at all. They only join because they really care about these local organizations. So one thing that we do is once they help a local organization come on board and offer a product and open their doors to the travel industry, then we will forever feature that ambassador with his picture and a link to his or her blog and social media on the page of the experience that they help to bring on board.
That's great. So the passion is there. They can share their passion, and then they also kind of get the reward for kind of continuing on and showing that they're passionate about that particular group.
Yes, yeah. And then, you know, and the next step is always we have these amazing connections in the industry, those partners, big partners in the industry that we work with. One of the things that we offer to our partners here in the industry, to distributors, is that unique content that our ambassadors create. So for our ambassadors, it's also a door or a connection into this industry and having their content featured on larger platforms.
It's marketing themselves, so it works for everybody, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic. This has been so interesting. I appreciate you. I hope it goes so well. Keep going. This is fantastic. I love this idea.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay? And we will be right back.